Welcome back, Knowitalls. Thanks for sticking around through Season 1. Season 2 is just around the corner, where we will have new guests, special guests, return guests, and episodes with no guests. In the meantime, while we are recording and editing every single one of those shows, we've put together a best of Season 1 for you. So we've gone through every single episode we've ever done, and we've taken bits and pieces, some of our favorites of every single one of them, and put together a whole bunch of shows that we're going to be playing from week to week, just to recap everything that happened in Season 1. So sit back and relax and enjoy shit that you have already heard.
With my job, we always have a thing that's essentially, and I think goes for everyone, it's meet them where they're at. Meet them where they're at. Figure out where that person is right now, what they're, like, not physically, where they're at mentally. What's going on in their life? What's going on with their attitude?
What if they don't share?
The best way to get everything, well, I mean, you can, by clues, you can kind of figure some stuff out, but the best way, if you're going to get the best work out of anyone, or the best relationship out of anyone, or whatever it is, you meet them where they're at and push them just a little bit further, right? We've learned that setting the benchmark at one spot for everyone is not going to work. It's not. Your high achievers are going to reach it, and everyone else is going to fail and leave and not try anymore, right? The only way to get people as a whole, as society, to progressively get better and improve as a whole is to meet them where they're at and push them just one step further. And for everyone, that looks differently. Like, it looks different, right? Like, it's just everyone's... So, telling people to solve their problem... Like, for me, I deal with people with mental health issues and stuff, and I can't tell someone to take medication. No. Even if they're getting it they have those feelings every day. Instead, what I ask them is, like, tell me about your schedule, tell me about your life. Do you get enough sleep? Like, do you get enough sleep every night? And they're like, well, sometimes I stay up on my phone or do whatever. And I'm like, can you stop doing that? Like, can you try literally even, like, 3 minutes less time?
Yeah.
And go to bed a little bit earlier.
I get stoked on Sunday morning when my phone tells me what my hours on my phone are from the last week.
Mine's horrible.
I love it when it's like, 3 hours this week. I'm like, that's awesome. Because it was 5 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So 3, I'm happy with that benchmark. Yeah. I'm so happy with that. And then I had a 4 hours, 17 minutes last week. I'm like, what were you doing? Like, yeah. I was on a road trip, though. Yeah. So I was in a car. So
I listen to music at the gym and stuff, and it counts that.
I was at work listening to podcasts and watching, like, clips of stuff. So it's using it.
It's kind of ridiculous. And same with, like, texting and stuff. It's not just wasting all your time. But there was one weekend where I had a week off with my partner, and we were at his house. So not traveling or anything, just at his house. And I had a week off, and I just didn't want to deal with I have a Fitbit watch as well. So all my texts, all my emails come right to my wrist as well. So I took off my watch, put my phone away, and spent a week at his house. And at the end of the week, my fucking screen time was 20 minutes.
That's awesome.
It's never been that low in my entire life. And it was just me texting my family. You take away anybody's control over themselves in their life, and you're going to see, it's like putting a dog in a cage. You're going to see them fight back, and you're going to see them go through trauma.
I see kids not doing that, though. They're just like, video games, that's my life now.
I don't. I think there's a lot. It's hard because I don't think parents maybe
I see kids under the age of 12. You don't. You see older. Yeah. Right?
I see preteen to 15. Like, kind of that age group. But I think when they're together, they definitely go home and play but a lot of stuff. But I think when they're together, when you really confront them about it, especially ones who have hobbies and stuff like that, and ask them, like, how do you feel that you can't play soccer this year? Yeah. They'll show it really quick, and they don't have a lot of as much patience. Kids are the most resilient, though, out of any. Like, we know this. This is proven. Out of any age group ever, kids and teenagers are the most resilient. Throw an adult, take any adult, throw them back in school, throw them in a college class, see how they're going to do. It's been years since
thinking about it right now. It's like, no, pass.
Yeah, it's been years since they've tried to learn anything like that. Like, kids are so, like, you can throw a new program at them and they can figure it out. I mean, they're going to complain about it. Oh, yeah.
I love learning. I don't really want to write an essay on it.
Yeah.
Give me all the stuff to read. Give me as many questions to answer. Just please don't make me cite anything.
Oh my God, that's my life.
I don't need to recopy someone else's work.
I don't like writing them either. Like, I'm in college.
I enjoy writing. I enjoy the storytelling. I love it. I think I'm good at it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to regurgitate someone else's work.
That's my life.
Yeah.
And I study psychology and stuff like that. So it's a lot of research. But kids are super resilient. Kids will bounce back. People talk about, like, oh, this pandemic is going to affect kids' education because they miss school for, 5 months or something. No, it won't. Like, do you remember one single assignment that you had in grade 6 that made you smart? Like, one single assignment where you're like, oh, yes. Yeah. Now that I've done this, I am intelligent forever.
I read the movie The K.
Yeah.
And I did a diorama of the K.
Yeah, and that changed your life.
Some dude protected a little kid from a hurricane on an island.
Yeah, sure.
And that's all I remember.
Yeah.
And I remember my Smurfs.
Yeah.
I used some of the hammocks and stuff for my Smurf toys on the thing. And then one of the kids in class was told to throw away all the dioramas. And he just threw away everybody's stuff.
Oh, no.
And we came into school the next day and everybody's like, I had stuff on there I wanted to take home. He's like, teacher told me to throw it all out.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, cool. Thanks, teacher.
Weird.
So years later, I found that Smurf and bought that hammock.
That's hilarious.
I'm so proud of myself.
There you go.
It's in a box now.
See, and if you suddenly had to go home from school and miss that time, you wouldn't be a different person today. Other than you wouldn't have had to buy another Smurf toy.
The amount of money, okay, it's like $4.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. Kids are really resilient. They are they're definitely feeling it. But adults are not resilient. We have a really hard time with change and stuff like that. I don't know. I try. Like I said, you told me we were going to talk about empathy. And it's really funny because, like, I was like, I am an empathetic person. I care a lot about how people feel. I want to make people feel safe, feel heard. I want to make people feel valuable. I've seen firsthand people struggle with mental health.
Yeah.
I've seen some really traumatic things. And I never want anyone. I don't care. It could be like people I fucking hate. And I never want to see someone go through that. It's like somebody who gets a diagnosis for cancer. Like, I don't wish that on the vast majority of people in the world. There was one thing you said to me where in that moment, I stopped caring about my job.
Okay. Oh, no,
are you ready to hear it?
I get that with everybody who's ever worked for me.
Yeah.
Right, it happens.
I stopped.
But then they continue to work for me for like 5 more years.
Yeah, I was out after that. I did quit when I was like 18. Yeah. I came back.
Yeah.
It's fine, but I never really recovered from it, and it's because of to me, empathy, but also because I need reassurance. I need.
It's why you can't wear a sign above your head that says, "Hey."
Right. I just need someone to be like, "Good job," and guess what? You don't say "good job" often. There was one weekend.
Maybe my expectations are way too high.
There was one weekend where, like, every time you went away, you and your family went away, there would be a group of people put in charge to run your work for the weekend or for whatever, right? Now, me and my friends are teenagers, and we're in charge.
Sometimes you just got to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, we were good. We were good at our jobs.
I mean, I don't think we've really ever put anybody in charge that wasn't capable of doing
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely.
Right?
No, I love doing it.
I'm not going to hand away my business to somebody that I thought,
yeah,
well, they might burn it down when I'm gone, but hey, fuck, I really need to go away this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
No, and I will say, I need to preface this story with, I am who I am because I worked for you. The fear or the misunderstanding or the ignorance that you have in the conversation that fuels that fuels your opinion, because let's be honest, the big reason why so many people they hate something or they're against something is fear. Is if we let this one thing happen, or if we allow this, or
don't take my guns,
right? But like, you know, it's always like it's almost like they're always on a slippery slope. Those bitches are hanging out at the end of a slip and slide. And anything might push them down that edge, and their whole life is going to spiral out of control. And it's fear. It's anxiety around something that you don't know a lot about. You don't quite understand. You know, a lot of shit comes from that. And so when I say I see where you're coming from, it's usually what I mean is like, I totally, the emotions that you feel are very real. The frustration and the anger and probably the anxiety you feel is very, very real. And so I want to help alleviate that anxiety a little bit, usually by providing some facts or some alternate positions, right? Like, I was having a lot of conversations this summer about like Black Lives Matter movement, and it was very much targeted towards like what people think about the police and like defunding the police. And I was in a group of a whole bunch of like, you know, 30, 40-year-olds kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And from, you know, the prairies and farming towns and stuff. So you can see where this is going. Mm-hmm. But they were very much like, how can you just say, you know, they were looking at it very much of like, it's either you agree with the cops or you agree with the Black Lives Matter movement. That's it. And I'm like, no, I can understand that. I can visually and like statistically see how many times cops abuse their power. Yeah. I can see that. But I can also understand, having been in emergency situations myself, how that job is fucking terrifying. And
it's like do or die every day.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like you are on high alert, you are fight or freeze or fight. Yeah. Like, that is it. And you have a gun. Like, I literally
could access to use it.
I could not imagine running into I've run into situations, emergency situations before, that I did not know what was going on. No idea. And it was pure chaos, pure panic, pure...
Can you imagine having access to a gun?
Could you fucking imagine having access to a gun? Insane. And so that's how I approach those conversations of like, I see, like, we can't look at these people who have this incredibly difficult job and just shit on them. Yeah. But we can shit on the people that don't give them enough education or training to deal with.
Well, also when you're grouping them together as these people, this job, it's not all of those people. It's a select few out of the hundreds of millions of people that do that job.
Yeah. So the issue is I always think it's like the culture and education around it. Yeah. Like, I mean, these people, they do, this is just one example too, but like they're doing this job and it's like, should they kind of band together and ask for more training with sharing some of your resources in order for another person to be a little more successful or survive or, you know, get further a little bit longer, right? That's a fundamental principle. Yeah. Are you an individualist, or are you a community minded, collaborative kind of person? Right? And that's the basis. And if we don't agree on it, we are never going to agree, because that's instinctual, right? It's what we personally, it's the values that we lead our own lives by, right? That's why everyone is so unique, and that's why we're never going to all get along, is because we have these like instinctual things that we just expect everyone else to believe and everybody else to feel. But we have certain traits, certain characteristics, certain like worldviews that make us, you know, a very complex being, and it's very hard to describe what exactly that being is to other people unless you've done these tests, you've thought about it, you reflected upon it. But it's crazy. Once you learn how to do that, your relationships change with everyone. You can verbalize exactly what you need in your life.
So then logically, these things should be everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's like, if everyone understood themselves on a deeper level, so many, again, I'm a problem solver, so many problems would be solved. If everyone just understood a little bit more, like the brain is insane. Like, you look at like the Navy SEALs and stuff and how they can literally train to withstand torture. Like, you look at the power of the brain and people just like take it for granted. They don't try to understand how their brain works or why they feel certain ways or why they think certain things. And it's interesting. I don't know. It's like it's weird to me that people don't have an interest in themselves. But then I know, I just like rebelled against myself and was like, I need this tattoo that makes me feel good about myself. And I got it for me as other people in my life were like, you shouldn't get this, or like, I don't know if I like it, I specifically, that made me want it more. As like a fuck you.
You need self-rebellion from time to time.
Yeah, but it was cool. I like that one.
I like that you've gotten tattoos in different countries. Mine are all Canadian tattoos. The first tattoo I ever got, I was right out of high school. My girlfriend, who was still in high school, she got one the same day I got one, the same day 2 of my friends got one. So we all drove like 2 hours to like a tattoo shop that we heard was really good. Mm-hmm. And we're getting done. It was the same guy doing all 4 of us, and we just got a little one, so an hour each. So it was a 4-hour afternoon. And as we're going through it, I'm looking up at the wall and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, that's an awesome. He had a black and white photo on the wall, and it was like a movie press kit photo. So an actual scene from a movie, picture taken, like a still shot. And then underneath it has the name of the movie, the actors in the movie, the producer, the director, the movie company, and it says, black and white still photo 1 of 23. So they just, back in the 90s, like way back, and then also in the 90s and the 2000s, early 2000s, they used to release a press kit for every movie. So movie reviewers, radio stations, TV stations would get this folder, they'd open it up, there'd be like, between 5 and 20 black and white stills from it. There'd be a description of everything, and sometimes you even get like a copy, like a DVD copy for you to watch the movie, just to review it or whatever it was. And I was looking, I was like, oh my god, that's True Romance. That's like one of my favorite movies ever at the time. It was like 1994, 95 when I got it. And I was like, that's amazing. I can't believe you like that movie. Like, Quentin Tarantino wrote that movie, and then he sold it to make the money so he could go make Reservoir Dogs. So it's actually a Quentin Tarantino written movie, but not a Tarantino directed movie. It was directed, I believe, by Tony Scott, but it's got Michael Rappaport in it, Brad Pitt, Bronson Pinchot, Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Christopher Walken. It's full of people, and it did terrible box office. But cult following after people actually watched it. And then when Reservoir Dogs came out and Pulp Fiction came out, people were like, Tarantino, and they found it like, oh, I love this guy, this is his movie. But as I'm looking at it, the guy's like, yeah, look closer. And I'm looking at the pictures, just one picture. I was like, all right. He goes, yeah, it's the scene where Alabama and Clarence are both getting a matching tattoo, because it's like a whirlwind romance between the two, and they're getting matching tattoos. So I was like, yeah, it's an awesome scene, and it's in a tattoo shop, and it's a tattoo shop. He's like, no, look closer. I'm looking closer, and I'm sort of getting pissed off at the guy, but he's like, look closer. So I look closer, and I was like, oh my god. I look back at the table he's working on. I look at the photo. I look at him. I was like, that's you. You're doing the tattoo. He's like, yeah, man, I was a tattoo artist in Los Angeles, and it was actually at my shop, and they did it, and they asked me. I'm not an actor or anything. They just asked me to be in it, and I'm not really tattooing, but that's me. I was in that movie. I was like, that's like my favorite movie on the planet, and to this day, it's still one of my top 3 movies. And it was just weird that I got tattooed by the guy who was tattooing in one of my favorite movies, and it just makes me feel pretty good.
That's cool.
It's weird. Like, I never would have thought anything about it until I saw the thing on the wall. I was like, oh my god, I know that movie. Yeah. And not many people did, because it wasn't very popular. So I think maybe he was kind of flattered as well, because the movie didn't do very well. But
yeah, kind of a cool coincidence.
A little bit. This week we do things a little bit different. I don't have a co-host, I don't have a special guest, I don't have anybody to interview, I don't have a particular subject at hand, but what I do have is a fantastic fan and listener named Daniel, who suggested that I record a phone call that I make with my mom while trying to get her to do something using technology. So those of you who've listened to the show before, you've heard me talk about my mom and her lack of ability to use technology. And I mean, it's funny the way I describe it, but most of you probably don't believe that that's actually how it happens. So tonight we have proof how my mother and I talk to each other while I try and get her to do something using technology. Just sit down, relax, and listen to the next 45 minutes while my mom gets lost trying to download a single app from iTunes.
I see the top of your head.
Hey, what's up?
I don't know. You said you're going to call. Why are you calling me tonight?
Well, anyway, I need you to download something.
I don't know how to download, but okay.
I understand that, so just bear with. So you need to go to your App Store app on your phone.
Right now?
Yeah. You don't. It's okay. It'll be fine.
App Store. Okay. And then what?
Did you click on it?
I don't know how.
Just tap the icon on your phone.
Well, the icon on my phone is not on my phone. I see you. So how do I get... See, I'm going to actually hang up on you.
That's fine. You can always call back. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, okay. See, I just did that. Nope.
Yeah, okay.
Nope. I'm getting HuffPost. What the fuck is HuffPost? Nope. I can't get to my app phone.
You can't get to your apps on your phone? Why is that?
I don't know, because I clicked and... fuck apps. Ooh.
Well, how about you go to Google instead?
At what?
Go to Google
I
instead.
can't get to anywhere.
You don't know how to go to Google from your phone.
I can when I'm not on the phone with somebody.
No,
What's the problem?
You just gotta hit your home button and it'll pause.
I did. Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay, what am I supposed to do? I got the home button thingy. Okay, apps. App Store?
Yeah.
Holy, there's 4 that I need to do something about.
Yeah, I'm sure it's super important.
Hit the App Store?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is why you're calling me?
Load up the App Store, and on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, what do you see?
Hang on. Load. How do you load? It says, what's new on the App Store and Arcade?
Okay, cool. On the bottom, do you see little icons?
No, I do not. See how your data is managed. That's what I see on my... Continue.
Sure, hit continue.
Simon, a new adventure for Simon Cat. What the fuck is this?
Okay.
Now trending.
What do you see on the bottom of your phone?
There's a bunch of icons.
Okay, is there one that says search?
Yes, it does.
Okay, click on it.
Okay, discover skateboard games.
No. Right above that, you have a search bar. It's empty. It just probably says it's got a magnifying glass and it says games, apps, stories.
Okay, I just hit the search button.
I understand that. So now you want to type in the word Zoom in that.
Where?
At the very top, okay. Where there's the little tiny...
The apps, stores. Okay, so click on that to get the where I can type.
Okay.
Okay, click on that. Yes, I can type. What am I typing in?
Zoom. ZOOM.
Honey, it's Z.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it came up. Okay, Zoom.
So you got Zoom. What are your options there?
Zoom, the Zoom app for iPhone, Zoom meeting app for iPhone, Zoom and Stories, Zoom and Develop.
Okay, you want Zoom meeting for iPhone.
Zoom app in iPhone. So what? Click on it?
Yeah.
Okay. If you screw up my phone, you're in big trouble. Oh my God, TikTok?
No, why are you going to... What are you doing? You just have to click on Zoom meeting for iPhone.
I did, and now it's got TikTok and Zoom Cloud. ME -- I don't know what that is.
What?
So cancel?
I don't understand. How do you have different options? You type in Zoom, and what do you see on your screen? Do you see the words get or update anywhere?
No, see now I backtrack, which now is skateboard games, word games, vintage games, baby games.
Do you have an option to type in the word Zoom again?
Okay, hang on. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so type the word Zoom and hit enter. Or search.
Zoom and what? Just
okay.
Search.
Then tell me what comes up
search.
after you've searched. What comes up on the screen?
Okay, I haven't searched yet because just when I typed in Zoom, it says Zoom app for iPhone.
Just type in Zoom and hit search.
Search. Okay. Microsoft Teams, Zoom Cloud, ME -- Zoom for Intune, Google Meet. Google Duo, Bunch Group. Oh, Clayton.
Do you have Zoom meeting anywhere?
Well, there's Zoom Cloud ME -- It doesn't give you the rest of the words.
Well, I would click on that. Is there a word that says get to the right of that in blue?
Yes, there's a get. So click on the get.
Yeah, click on get.
Okay, honey, are you making me pay for shit?
No, you can't pay for it unless you have a credit card attached to it. Like, it won't let you download it and use it if you need a credit card, and you did you physically enter your credit card into this?
No.
It doesn't have that information. You think it's magic?
It says App Store, cancel. Zoom Cloud Meeting, Zoom app. And then it says Touch ID to install.
Okay, then use your Touch ID.
Usually when I do that, it doesn't work.
Well, it should work. If you can use your Touch ID to get into your phone, you can use it to...
No, I always do the number because my Touch fucking ID... No, it's not working. I don't know how hard I have to press it.
You don't have to press it. You just have to rest your thumb over it.
My thumb? No, it's my finger.
Oh, yeah, you're old. That's right.
Right. No, it never works. So I always end up putting... I'll do the other finger.
Does it let you enter a passcode? Or does it only work...
No. It's not doing anything. Normally, if the fingerprint doesn't work, I do my fucking number. It's just so much easier.
It's so much easier to type in numbers than it is to just touch it?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. It's easier just to put your thumb on.
Honey, it's not working. See, that's what I said. It's easier because it works. The number... Okay, I can Touch ID all I want to install, but it's not working.
Why is your Touch ID, not working?
I don't know.
Does it work?
Sometimes it works. Usually I don't bother with it. because it hardly ever works.
If it works sometimes, then it works.
Well, okay. I don't know how many more times.
So try it again. Keep doing get.
Honey, I'm doing it. Doing it.
This should be that hard. You just need to like rest your finger.
I know. Nope, not working.
Do you not have your Touch ID set up properly?
Do I what?
How many fingerprints do you have in your Touch ID?
Just the one.
So you should have like 4 or 5. Like of your one finger, you got to try it like 4 or 5 times in your phone.
Honey, I've been doing it the whole time we're talking. Okay, nothing working. No, it's not working.
I really need you to download Zoom. I don't understand how this is a problem.
Well,
you type the word, you click on get, and it says use your Touch ID.
Right.
But for some reason your Touch ID...
Okay, how do I go back?
I don't know what screen you're on. I have no idea.
At the top says Zoom. On the other side says cancel. Then it says Posey install profile ... get.
No, you want Zoom meeting get.
Then how do I go back to that?
Then just go back to the search and just type in the word Zoom and start over.
Oh, to leave the gut. Okay, now I'm back to search. Under search is games, apps, stores, and blah, blah.
Type in what you're looking for.
So hit the thingy so I can type.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thingy.
Right, Zoom.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And all of a sudden it comes Zoom plain, or the Zoom app for iPhone, the meeting app for iPhone, Zoom Ring, Zoom Story.
I need you to stop. Have you hit search yet, or are you just looking at what's on?
No, that just came up. I haven't hit search.
You need to hit search. We've already been through this.
I did, honey.
Type in the word Zoom.
Okay, hit search, the same thing. Posey, Insta, profile, Zoom Cloud, ME, ...
There we go, Zoom Cloud.
And that's what I did. Zoom Cloud, ME, ...
That's that. It'll be meeting. If you could read the rest of the words, it says meeting.
Okay, I did that. Now it says App Store, cancel, Zoom Cloud meeting, Zoom app, Heidi Aruba at Hub. Oh, Touch ID to install.
Okay, so now go very slowly and put your finger on your Touch ID, and if you have to roll it a little bit, don't take it off. Leave it on and roll it until it reads your fingerprint.
Okay, not happening.
I don't understand how you don't have your fingerprint activated in your phone.
I do, but I don't use it because I told you half the time it doesn't work.
No, it should always work. That's why it works with your fingerprint only. It's supposed to work. That's its thing.
It was faster just to do that.
No, it's not faster to type in a code than it is to touch.
Oh, no, because the touching isn't working. That's why it's faster to type the code.
It's not faster to type than it is to just touch it once. It's much faster to touch it once.
I have touched it 17 times.
All right, so we're gonna go into your settings.
Dude, I'm gonna need a glass of fucking wine. No, don't tell me to go in settings.
We're gonna go into settings.
I'm still rolling my phone.
No.
Why isn't it working?
Because you don't know what you're doing. So we're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you there. So it's okay.
You're pissing me off, Clay.
I understand that, but just go into your settings.
I don't know how to do that.
You gotta go to your main screen again. So hit your home button.
God almighty. Okay, I'm gonna probably hang up on you.
Why would you hang up?
I don't know. I thought I hit something and it just comes back to the same Zoom pose, Insta profile, Zoom Cloud.
Okay, just hit the home button.
Okay, is that
That's the little round one.
I always end up hanging up on you.
No, you won't hang up on me. It'll put me on pause. You can still hear me. You just can't see the picture.
Okay, fine.
And then go to your settings.
Where the hell do I find those?
It's a little tiny icon. It looks like a metal gear. Like a round gear inside a little...
yeah, okay, settings.
Okay. So I need you to...
iPhone not backed up. That's just lovely.
Okay, that's fine.
Setting up your iPhone, yeah.
I assure you there's nothing on your phone that you couldn't lose. It's okay. So I need you to read to me what all your options are underneath settings.
Airplane mode, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cellular, notifications, sound and haptics. What the fuck is a haptic? Do not disturb, screen time, general, control center, display and brightness, home screen, accessibility, wallpaper, Siri and search, Touch ID and password.
Click on Touch ID.
I've already put my...
No, click on Touch ID.
If you screw up I open my phone because I have to redo this.
It's not going to screw up your phone because according to you, you can just enter your password. So it's
yes,
okay.
And it says enter your passcode.
Then enter your passcode. You don't need to tell me what it is. Just enter it.
Okay, I did.
Okay, now, do you have fingerprint 1, fingerprint 2, fingerprint 3, fingerprint 4?
Oh, below, use Touch ID for iPhone unlock, iTunes and App Store, Apple Pay, password autofiller, and then fingerprints 1, 2, 3, add a fingerprint.
Let's add a fingerprint.
No, it's my own.
Just trust me, we're going to add a fingerprint. We're going to add a fingerprint.
Lift and rest your finger on the home. Okay, what's the home button?
The little round one that you've already clicked on down below in the middle. So do exactly what your phone is telling you to do. It'll do a little vibrate, and then it'll say...
No, it doesn't say vibrate. Lift and rest your finger. Lift? No, rest. Okay. Repeatedly?
Yep, do it again. Every time you do this, it's reading your fingerprint, and it's going to get
I remember this part, yeah.
It's going to get a full scan of your finger, and it should really be your thumb, not your finger. Not going to lie to you.
I don't do thumbs.
I understand that, but if you use your thumb, it's better. But that's okay if you don't want it to be better. I understand that you're stubborn, and it's okay.
When do I stop? Keep saying continue.
You stop when it tells you to stop.
Oh, adjust your grip?
Yeah.
Keep going to capture the edges of your print.
So roll your finger on the edges.
No, it says keep going to, and then it says continue. So where am I supposed to be capturing the edges of my print? It's gone out of where I did my thumb.
You didn't take your finger off, did you?
Yes.
But it doesn't tell you to take your finger off.
Fuck.
You essentially have to roll your finger on that home button so that it reads every part of your fingerprint.
Oh. Okay, so should I cancel?
Yep, cancel and start over. Don't take your finger off. And this is why you should be using your thumb.
No, because I don't answer my phone. Okay, fingerprints 1, 2, and 3. Add a fingerprint.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I have to just put my fingerprint on and just keep rolling and not removing it and putting it back up.
You do exactly what it says, just don't take it off unless it tells you to take it off.
It says lift.
Okay.
So I was lifting. I rested and lifted, rested and lifted, rested and lifted.
Okay.
Now you're telling me not to take the fingerprint off, just to roll it.
Oh, so if it says lift, lift it. If it says put it back, put it back.
It doesn't give me instructions every time.
Okay,
I'm lifting a fingerprint. It's not even anywhere near the thingy. And rest your finger on the home button repeatedly.
Keep doing it. Keep putting your finger back on the home button.
Touch ID. Is something going on?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, touch the home button to enroll your fingerprint. Make sure to cover the ring and that your finger is dry. Okay. It's even worse.
It's even worse.
Well, before I recognized what I was doing, it keeps telling me something.
Can you read what it says?
Yeah, I told you what it said. Touch the home button to enroll your fingerprint. I did that. Make sure to cover the ring that your finger's dry. Okay. And I keep pressing that. Okay. Let's touch the fucking little fingerprint thing. The same thing comes up. We've screwed it up.
We didn't screw it up. My 7-year-old can do this.
Colors coming in.
My 7-year-old can do this, and it takes less than a minute.
Well, then get Kingston over here to help Grandma.
That's not going to help because you need your finger on it. And I'm not going to lie to you, you shouldn't be using your finger, use your thumb. It's not going to delete any of your other fingerprints. It's just going to add a new one.
I know, but I don't never answer them. Fine, I don't understand lift and rest your finger. First of all, don't you have to rest your finger and then lift? That does not make sense.
You just have to make sure that home button registers every crevice of your fingerprint.
Okay, so if I put my thumb, that's not going to erase the fingerprint that I'm going to remember.
You will need to start, and you can't use your thumb after you've been using your finger. You have to make a new fingerprint.
Then I don't want my finger. I want my finger. That's what was on there before.
You're not listening. It's not going to remove what's on there before. You're adding a new one. Think of it as a new password. You still have your old one, but your new one works as
said
well.
I can't use my finger after putting my thumb in.
Oh my God. I'm talking about the fingerprint you're creating right now. You can't start with your finger and then move to your thumb because that's a different print.
Well, right. I want my fucking finger.
And it's not going to work, clearly, because it doesn't work. So
it
how about...
did before.
How about...
No, okay.
How
Tell
about
me what the instructions. Lift and rest your finger. What do you mean? Where's your finger to begin with? If you have to lift it first of all.
It should be resting on your home button.
It doesn't say to rest on home button and then lift.
That's the first thing it
says. Lift.
The first thing it says is rest your finger on the home button.
Oh, no. Hang on. Place your finger.
Okay. So I guess it did say that.
Okay, place your finger. I can place my finger.
Are you using your thumb or your finger?
How long do I have to wait till I lift it?
Are you using your thumb or your finger?
No, my finger. I don't do thumbs. Okay, how long before I have to lift?
I don't know. What does it say? Does it show in a fingerprint? Is it vibrating?
No, I'm not doing nothing. You have totally...
I didn't screw anything up. I guarantee you I could do this in 30 seconds if you were here. So it's not...
And the children here.
You know what? I could probably go to the hospital and find a new...
I place my finger. How hard? I mean, that's probably the problem. I don't...
I could probably go to the hospital and get a newborn to do this.
Clayton?
No, okay. It's true. I probably could.
I place my finger. Lift and rest your finger.
Okay, do it again. Lift it up, push it back down. Lift it up, push it back down. If it tells you to lift it...
Usually it does the little red lines. It's not doing it.
How about we're going to play a game? And it's called...
How about I hang up and...
We're going to play a game. It's called...
I will call you tomorrow on usual time.
We are going to play a game. It's called Use Your Fucking Thumb.
I don't want to use my thumb.
And you will go first. And there you have it. Just some of our favorite parts from episodes 1, 36, and 51. I hope you enjoyed it.